Hey everybody, welcome back to the page here. Wanted to jump on here and do a quick, small little video. Sure everybody's seen the news. We posted it on our page yesterday. NASCAR legend Greg Biffle lost his life yesterday in a plane crash, along with his wife Cristina, daughter Emma, son Ryder, and 3 other folks. All lost their life yesterday. Terrible, sad day, especially in the NASCAR community. It hits a little closer home for me. The airport, where they crashed, is probably about 10 minutes from my house. Living here in North Carolina, NASCAR is one of the bigger things down here, and just kind of wanted to touch on Greg Biffle, the race car driver here, since we are a sports page, and Greg did a lot for NASCAR, and over the course of his career, he accumulated over 50 wins in the top 3 series in NASCAR, won championships in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, or the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series now. And as well as had a very successful Cup career. Racing for, at the time it was Roush Racing in the 16 car, and he was one of the guys, man, that just every week he was always in contention. Every week back in the day, they used to have a show before every race, kind of the equivalent to like a kickoff show. And one of the hosts there, John Roberts, man, every week when it was his turn to pick, he'd always get the crowd chanting, he's gonna stick with the Biff. That was his pick that week. And it's just sad time for the NASCAR community, man. Greg was very, very much invested in NASCAR, and then once his driving career ended, I don't know how much people on our page follow stuff on YouTube in regards to auto racing and stuff like that, but Garrett Mitchell, aka Cletus McFarland, kind of befriended Greg over the last year and a half, 2 years or so, and they've done a lot of content together. And I encourage you, man, just to go check that stuff out, man. That was really cool. He helped Cletus. He made a couple ARCA starts last year. Greg was there to help him out and give him some pointers and stuff, and he just did a lot post racing career as well. So just kind of wanted to make sure everybody looked past the terrible pictures and videos that are starting to come out, and kind of just remember who he was as a race car driver. And then again, living here in North Carolina, we were all kind of hit in different ways last year when Hurricane Helene hit. He flew his personal helicopter up to Western North Carolina countless times, delivering supplies and helping get people out if need be, and reaching people that couldn't be reached because roads were flooded out or washed away, and did a lot. And I hope that's what gets remembered the most. He was a heck of a race car driver, but he was a great person, did a lot for the community he lived in, and not even probably about 2 months ago, he was inducted into the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame. He's got a little plaque on downtown Mooresville, just commemorating that, and it's cool to see that people are lined up and paying tribute to him and make that a little makeshift memorial. So just wanted to come on and give my thoughts about it, man. He was a guy that we all like I said knew how good he was, and tough loss for the NASCAR community, tough loss for us here in North Carolina. But just remember, the rest of the Biffle family. Biffle's daughter that died yesterday was from a previous marriage, so just keep her mom in your thoughts and prayers. I can't imagine what she's going through right now. So, and then as well as the other three that were on board as well. They all have loved ones too. So, this Christmas season, man, just give your family members an extra little hug and make sure you don't take anything for granted. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all in a couple months, getting ready for Daytona. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.